Alright, what's the message here for the collective today, please? Alright, so this is a collective reading for all signs. As always, it's general, so take the parts that resonate, leave what does not. Feel free to reverse energies as it applies. So today we're looking at past, present and future energies, blockages and challenges, and what's about to happen here. Yesterday we had a significant full moon in Cancer known as the cold moon. And if you're not feeling great, take a moment to explore your deeper emotions. It's a great time for that right now, and that full moon energy will really support you in doing so. The full moon signals an emotional release for the entire year, which has been really challenging for us all. So be kind to yourself during the holidays. It's really a significant time for collective reflection. So whether you've experienced heightened emotions or a newfound inspiration, this energy of the full moon really provides us an opportunity to reflect on 2023. So use this as a chance to really identify what serves you and what needs to go as we move forward into 2024. So focus on healing and releasing what no longer serves you, and engage in that shadow work. Also, if you're a sun, moon or rising sign in Leo, Taurus, Scorpio or Aquarius, especially within the first 10 degrees, pay attention, because on January the 25th, Pluto will move out of Capricorn and into Aquarius, bringing significant transformations to these signs. Collectively as well, for all of us, we may experience a lot of unexpected increases, especially in our wealth. Finances is just a big increase, an extra boost. So we're transitioning into this 8-year 2024, which reduces to 8, which is focused on spirituality, prosperity, luck and abundance. So reflecting on 2023, a year of real introspection. It's a 7-year and personal growth for us all. Challenges are expected to ease now, and allowing a more positive outlook in 2024. So take advantage right now of this full moon's alignment with Jupiter, right? Because we have opportunities right now, especially in career goals, resources, starting up a new business, new projects, side hustles, social media, communities, that type of thing. So embrace moments of kind of calm and peace and then meditation as you reflect. Right now you could be getting a lot of new inspiration, ideas and downloads about, how maybe you're going to move forward with your business or your career. Perhaps you're thinking about changing your job. It's really a time for us to reflect on what we want our lives to look like, what we are passionate about and what we love to do, especially with regards to our work. Now I'm shifting gears a little here, and I see someone around you and they're quite persistent. This individual is quite determined, possibly accustomed to getting what they want, and we've spoke about this yesterday. This person sees you as a bit of a challenge, and they're quite kind of relentless in their pursuit here. And while their intentions are respectful here, I feel during this Mercury retrograde there could be some communication issues here. We have that Hierophant again. I feel there's someone here that's coming in for you that's in quite a serious job. Could be like a judge or a policeman, or someone who works in the government or the community or the council or something like that. Someone who's respected and someone who's for the people, right? So the advice is to be really clear in your communication to avoid any misunderstandings. So this person really envisions long-term, stable commitment with you here. They're really selective and they see you as a possible soulmate here. We have the Two of Cups, right? This person is willing to play the long game. They're persistent, right? But they will take their time. So this could start as a friendship at first. For some of you, this person is helping you around your house and home. Okay, maybe you've had some sort of repair work or you've moved home recently. You're meeting this person through the process of your home, or some of you are planning a party, or it's a family event. So it's linked to your family, your house and home, something to do with your stability. You're meeting someone here who's coming in to give you a real helping hand, and it's almost like you're getting all of this professional advice for free. Because this week with this full moon in Cancer, its main focus is kind of helping people, compassion, empathy. This person is pouring their kind of heart and soul into helping others here, or something like that, I'm picking up. So for instance, if you have any planets in Cancer, it will strongly influence that part of your chart. So for instance, if it falls in the 9th house, it might be related closely to your belief systems, because Cancer represents emotions, nurturing and motherhood here, and that's what I see in these cards. Some of you might receive a truth during this full moon, and it's going to really prompt a significant life change. I see that you're leaving behind like stagnant situations. You're opening up to new possibilities, new love, and embracing these positive transformations. Some of you will be moving house, and this full moon in Cancer is illuminating this need for change, and it could be leading you to this sudden realisation that, you know, now's the time to really get moving forward. There's going to be a new moon in Capricorn in January as well, and that's going to really have a kind of transformative energy around that as well, for like a lot of healing and positive outcomes, especially if you've been dealing with something that has been growing for a long time. So I sense that you have been dealing with something or someone who's really resistant to making big changes. It's like a big life transition here I'm seeing, but it's almost like there had to be a tower moment for in order for this to happen, this big change, this big shift to happen. So whether it's a person or a career or something like that, there's an impending decision to move on from prolonged challenges, right? 10 of Wands, you're finally releasing all this, and it's bringing in a lot of relief in January, especially coupled with this realisation that it might be uncomfortable, right, but it's necessary. And this doesn't imply any harm, you know, for yourself or others, or any negative outcomes, but instead it really signifies a clear acknowledgement of the truth that might have been avoided for a long time. So you may have been at, like, you know how when someone's suffering, they don't realise they're suffering until they move on, or you're in a toxic relationship, you finally break free and you look back, you're like, what the hell was I thinking? You don't know you're kind of in it until you're out of it and you've healed and you've raised your frequency. And don't forget as well, everything happens for a reason here. And some of you might be not seeing the kind of lesson or the blessing just yet, especially when you're in the midst of a challenge. But when we look back, we can finally start to see how things unfolded for our best and highest, alright? And sometimes as well, we can have a tower moment and it's really a call to action, alright? It's spirit, it's the universe, it's your higher self, your guidance, really alerting you to a call to action, like something needs to change, and it needs to change now. And they will watch what you do, they will watch how you react to that, to see how brave and courageous and how much you're ready for change, really. Because we can all sit around and say we want change, but we don't really do anything, and it usually does take a tower moment for us to really, you know, step into that change. So it's not necessarily what happens here, it's how you react to what happens and how you learn from what happens inevitably. Because the real breakthrough really comes when you're trusting your intuition and you're making these courageous choices. I always say, you know, you can only control what you can control, and do what you can do. You can only do your best, right? So take action, take courageous action, because it really looks to me here that now is not a time to kind of retreat and have fear. You must take some sort of action, and it's got to be big action, right? How do you think, you know, when we want change, massive action, that is what you've got to do. A lot of people come to me and they sit around and they visualise and they meditate and they raise their frequency, and, you know, they think that opportunity and change is going to come knocking at their door. We are in an action orientated universe here. We must be taking action, right? And that's where the big shifts, changes and the biggest transformations really happen. So don't be scared. It's time to really be brave at this time and be courageous. Chase your dreams and ask yourself, am I taking action from fear, or am I taking action from being inspired to do the right thing? Aligned action is key, because there could be something here that you possibly neglected for quite some time, and now it's kind of It's very loud and in your face, and now's really the time for you to kind of go through the steps and take care of business, take care of your responsibilities, because you'll be rewarded for that. And on the other side, there's just so much to look forward to. So overall, this kind of journey here involves recognising, the need for change, trusting your intuition, and understanding that you're guided and you must take aligned action and take care of your responsibilities and your priorities. And there's going to be a big reward on the other side of this, and you're going to really grow through this and feel more confident. So it's very empowering. Alright guys, so if you resonated with this today, please drop me a comment, but that's what I have for you for today. As always, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.